Welcome to the Woodpreneur podcast, the best podcast for the business and marketing side of the sawmill, lumber, and wood industry. What's a woodpreneur? If you have a business where you make money as a woodworker, sawmill owner, selling slabs, or a content creator, then you're a woodpreneur. My name's Steve Larosiliere, and I started Woodpreneur Life, Acres of Timber, and the Woodpreneur podcast just for makers, wood entrepreneurs, and small business owners just like you. We're on a mission to empower thousands of wood businesses to grow sustainably and put out great products. Each week, I interview makers, sawyers, content creators, and 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs that know the wood industry inside and out. With topics covering everything from the urban lumber movement, sustainable sourcing and design, we'll discuss the ins and outs of how to grow, monetize, and fully immerse yourself in the woodpreneur lifestyle. If you're a hobbyist, a full-time wood business owner, part-time entrepreneur who wants to become a content creator, or quit your day job to pursue your dreams, the Woodpreneur podcast is just for you. Thanks so much for listening. Now enjoy this episode. Hey, welcome to a brand new episode of the Woodpreneur podcast. This is your host, Steve Larosiliere. Today's guest is Cam Reed from Cread Wood. How you doing, Cam?
Good, thanks. How you doing?
I'm well, thanks. Hey, well, why don't you tell us about Cread Wood? How'd you get started?
So I started about 4 years ago. Having just love woodworking and never really got into it until COVID hit. I happened to just sell my business in Vancouver and move to Calgary in January, right before COVID hit. So as it hit, I was able to spend lots of time at home and start working on little things and investing in a lot of tools and whatnot. So then I ended up going to Keats Island and helping a friend cut down a couple trees that were hazardous to his cabin, some cedar and a maple tree. And we cut those down and Alaskan milled those up into a bunch of slabs, about 10-foot slabs, 2.5 inches thick. And we took all the bark off, and I hired the harbor tow to take the load of wood with me back to Lions Bay. And then I drove it back to Calgary and dried it out for a few years. So just been waiting for that. And it's been, I dried for 2 years, and I started making a whole bunch of different outdoor patio furniture and indoor things for people. And it kind of escalated from there. And I was working for a landscape company on the construction side of the building decks and fences and stuff like that, all the carpentry. And so, I just started building and working with the landscape guys and getting more experience and doing all that kind of stuff. So it kind of exploded when I started building some epoxy tables. And I was using a guy with a CNC for quite a bit of my jobs, and he told me he was moving, so I thought there was an opportunity there to get a CNC machine going. So started a place. Yeah,
that's awesome. What kind of business did you sell in Vancouver?
It was a home detailing company, so it did like gutters, windows, power washing. It was on the North Shore in North Shore, Vancouver, so a lot of trees, a lot of gutter cleaning, a lot of power washing. Everything gets green there, so. A lot of window washing. So I was doing that for quite a while, and just happened to not be my passion. So I kind of left it, moved on, and moved back to Calgary.
And then how did you start to realize that this was like a business that you wanted to pursue when you got back?
So I felt like, the business wasn't the main attraction for me. I felt like I had just been doing something that I was not passionate about for so long that when I started getting into this woodworking, I felt like I could really, really make it happen and start to make it a business rather than just I saw a business already there. I kind of wanted to invest in myself and try and get better and just trying to get my name out through word of mouth to people, which was working and allowed me to get more jobs, invest in more tools. And so it just kind of made sense to me that I need to follow my passion rather than follow a job.
Sure. Yeah. How did you get the word out?
So lots of friends and family here in Calgary. And my friend who I grew up with playing hockey here, he started a landscape company like 14 years ago. And he's been using his when he goes to an estimate, he kind of now pitches, we can give you like some patio furniture and stuff like that for after we build you this deck, we build you this backyard, a planter, privacy screen. So I started getting a whole bunch of jobs through him, and he kept me busy building all that types of stuff. So by hand. And now that I can systemize it with my machine, I can start producing a lot more at a consistent rate and a consistent quality. And through his
Yeah.
contacts with the buying lumber and whatnot, there's a shop here called Cedar Shop, and they're a big wood distributor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the delivery guy and pickup guy, so I go pick up all the lumber and make sure it was all good, straight, nice lumber, bring it back to site. But I kind of built a relationship up with those guys over the last 4 years, and I kind of said that I was getting this machine and I was going to be building all these different outdoor patio furniture things, and so now they kind of want me to start a product line with them, and I've been building Adirondack chairs, but more of a modern style for them, and getting into
Yeah.
backyard like family signs and custom signs, and also they want me to start doing these wedding attire and wedding kind of things for like his and hers cornhole games, or his and hers like seating placements or charts or whatnot like that. So they have a lot of ideas that they want to start using with me. So they're starting a catalog as well. So once I get a big list of things to make, I'll be starting that. But right now it's just Adirondack chairs for them. So
Dude, that sounds incredible. Like, it sounds like you've hit like this really great spot in your business. Are you
yeah,
having fun doing it?
yeah, I love it. So the whole reason I wanted to get the CNC and wanted to make it happen, I wanted to have a home business. My wife and I were trying to get pregnant for like 2 years, and we were, last May and well, April, we were in talks, at that point to do IVF. So that was going to be quite the investment. And once we started in
Yeah.
talks with the fertility clinic, I guess the pressure went down and she got naturally pregnant. So I instantly was just like, so we're getting a CNC machine, And she's like, what? And ended up,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
laughed about it. And I actually, made it happen. I bought like a really, really nice one. I had to get my friend Jason involved. To help, financially just secure it all, so there was no payments on it and whatnot. So um, made it happen. And when that was happening, the guy I was using for my CNC work said he was moving, and I just kind of felt like it was all these things were happening that were just aligning with me buying it and being at a home business with my home next to my family, being able to do both. So um, got the machine in August, and the baby just came a couple weeks ago on Super Bowl Sunday, and yeah, it's just
Oh,
been
congratulations.
yeah, thanks. So yeah, I just had to get that plan in place just so I can get it, rolling. And now the baby's here, and I got everything kind of settled. And we've been doing, I went out to a few different shops, Black Forest Wood, Wood Cache, and Canadian Woodworker, and dropped off my business card for slab flattening. And if anybody needs anything, because they don't actually supply or do any services for flattening. Their
Yeah,
machines
yeah.
are just tied up all the time. So they've been sending me a lot of guys who buy a slab, and they'll just come right over and I'll just flatten it for them, and then they'll take off. So it's been easy to get guys in and out, and they've been flooding me with, these DIYers and guys who have little
Referrals.
businesses. Yeah, referrals. So it's been great. We also do like a once a week Facebook marketplace ad, and I've landed quite a few like awesome guys, building awesome relationships with them. One guy, he's a snowboard company, so I cut his cores out for him now and shape it, and
Wow.
also do all like the hardware pockets and stuff like that. And he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
He's like more of a buddy now too. So I feel like it's not really about the business, more or less like building these relationships with all these guys, because it's just they're in it for the same reasons I am, and it seems like they're as passionate. So I think we're all aligned. And we got another guy from that Facebook marketplace ad. He does like sporting rack equipment, or sporting equipment racks and stuff like that for garages and houses, like skis, bikes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
anything. So I've been doing all of his racks out of Baltic birch. Just brings me over 10
Mm-hmm.
sheets at a time, cut them out for him, in and out, and he loves that. And we've been having a great relationship too. So I feel like it's been just nice building these like friendships more than less than clients with everybody now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Well,
it's been great.
it kind of feels like you've you've hit upon like a set of products using your tool, right?
Hmm.
And 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 your tool now becomes like a service for people. So whether it's these racks or whether cutting out cores or whether you are uh, uh, slab flattening. It seems
Yeah,
like you've stumbled upon this much desired need
absolutely.
using your tool, and your tool is the thing that's driving the service, right?
Exactly, right. So, I'm doing Grandma Dan's butter tarts engravings on signs for people. Doing 3D signs for a spa in a shop where I used to grow up, which is kind of
Mm,
cool. Um, Lakeside Spa, doing a
yeah.
nice big sign for them, and I did a rifle stock for a guy. It just It's always different, and it's cool what comes in, and you know, and what I'm able to like work with these people. It's pretty fun, and it always changes.
Is it just you, or do you have any help now?
It's just me. What I do have is my partner Jason. He kind of is the customer acquisition. He's the first contact. He kind of lets people know our story and gets them our pricing, and if they're serious, sends them to me and I get in touch with them, and it's just me in the shop. So
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Where do you see the business going?
wow, I have it can go anywhere at this point. I think the limitations of the machine is me, and what I can't do. So um, I can see it just building relationships with people and then having these reoccurring and people coming twice a month or twice a week kind of thing, getting things done for their businesses as well, and just helping a community of people working here in Calgary. I just see it just being like a nice little service for people doing all
Service.
the same thing, and I'm not expecting it to get big, but it has been slowly getting that direction. So I'll have to figure out a few things, maybe a bigger shop soon. So yeah.
Did you did you so what percentage is the CNC work versus the custom furniture?
Well, CNC is I can use it for all of my custom furniture. Um, I
Yeah.
basically systemize it so my program puts out every piece, and then I have a label maker that labels it, and I package it as a kit. But also for my tables,
Hmm.
flattening every piece of wood that comes in here is like essential to making sure that everything is going to come out exactly what you expect it to be. Because if there's any dips, grooves, or
Yeah.
cupping, then it's not going to happen. So I use my machine to flatten everything, whether it's taking off like a 64th or up to a quarter inch to make sure it's flat. But it just helps with everything and shaping the tables out. So everything it seems I can use it for almost everything, except for sanding.
Yeah, except for sanding. But the cutting out and the precision there
Yeah,
is even saves you ton of time. It's
yeah.
ton of time.
A ton.
What kind of what kind did CNC did you get?
I got a CanCam 510 ATC. So it's
Okay. That's awesome.
yeah, it's auto tool changer, 5x10 bed. It's a pretty
Hmm.
heavy duty machine, yeah.
What what have you learned about the can that is very sort of like that is an aha or a new thing that you didn't expect when you got it?
Well, I had no experience with CNC machines before this. I was kind of a huge computer nerd and a woodworking fanatic. So I felt like, getting the
Yeah.
CNC machine was a learning curve, but people warned me. But, having to do the programming and working with the Masso controller, it seems pretty basic and pretty easy that like I haven't had too many issues. So what I've been really impressed about it is doing the 3D work and how clean
Yeah.
the cuts are. So it's very minimal sanding after doing a big 3D piece. So and just how dialed in it is. It's it's more than I ever thought. Yeah, for how nice and how fast and how crisp everything is.
It's almost like, not to say is that like if you can spend more time with your CNC unlocking what its potentials are,
Hmm.
that the more money and opportunities you can make, don't you think?
Absolutely. So I hadn't gotten into any 3D signs, and I know that they're quite the market, and you can do pretty well in that. And we had someone contact us for it, and we gave them a pretty good deal. And we ended up getting this amazing sign done, and it's unlocked my potential to do more signs. So I've been practicing on some Harley Davidson signs for a couple of customers, and um, gave me more confidence. So yeah, I love how the customers come in when I haven't done something, and we work with them to get it done, and then they're blown away at the product, and I'm happy to give them a little bit of a deal for me doing this and learning it and getting it done, properly. So
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. Um, how else are you looking to grow the business?
So looking to eventually get a bigger shop where I can get an edge bander. I feel like cabinets
Yeah,
is a really
start
good
building
industry.
cabinets.
Yeah, so cabinets is a really good industry to get into for CNC work, but most businesses have an edge bander already attached to it. So most cabinets you need to edge band, obviously. And when a
Yeah,
small business comes to you and you don't have the edge bander, they kind of go somewhere else where it has both. So I feel like that's a market where
yeah,
I could eventually get to, and eventually definitely do well in. But until I get a bigger shop and I evolve the way I want to, as a slow burn rather than just like a flash in the pan, I'll definitely get to that space, because I've had a lot of inquiries and a lot of people asking. So I think that to grow it, I would have to get a few more machines and a bigger shop. Yeah.
and a bigger shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what? And I'm sure, I don't know if your kid is sleeping, and probably not 2 weeks ago, but like, how are you holding up being a new
Good.
dad and balancing everything?
Oh, it's been good. Like, balance is great for me. Having the family right
Yeah,
there, but also being able to have the shop as a distraction, 10 feet away, and to get some clarity out here when maybe I'm a little tired and, in the weeds, if you will, in the house. So it's nice to have this here to be able to come out here, get a breath of fresh air, and then head back inside and be happy and be able to support my family properly.
that's cool. That's cool. Um, what's been the biggest sort of thing that you have learned in launching the business? Like what's a big lesson that you can pass on to somebody else?
Oof. To spread yourself, like, if when you have a small business, there's so many avenues where people can get to you, whether it's social media or word of mouth or stores. You don't want to just focus in one. You kind of want to get your name spread out there, not lots, but as much as you can in the different avenues that you're going to be able to support with your business. Trying to just do one avenue, spend a lot of
Hmm.
money in one spot to market in is kind of risky in my mind. I feel like it's better to get yourself out there in as many ways as you can, whatever ways you can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like unlocking the Canadian Carpenter and the Black Forest stuff, and just kind of putting yourself out there has really paid dividends, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And going out there and just meeting people too. And when they come to the shop, just having a nice conversation. And I offer them a coffee because we just got this really nice espresso machine, knowing the baby was coming. I figured that would be a good investment. So
Yeah,
when customers come over here to talk about things, about jobs or whatnot, or just to see the shop, I always offer a coffee, and we get to know each other. And it's a way that is, building a relationship is way better than just getting a job in and out. Um, because they're going to do a lot
yeah,
of word of mouth for you. And I've had so many referrals from people that I've done one job for, that they've sent me two or three jobs, and then they've came a couple of times. So I think it's worth just being yourself and building relationships with these people who are interested in your business.
and it feels like, I mean, I really love the idea that that at the core, you've acquired a piece of equipment in your CanCam that is at the core of your business, that because of that investment and because of the expertise and because of its diversity of services, and you being at the helm of it with that mindset of like, hey, come in, have some coffee. I can provide you, I can build your furniture. I can make signs. I can
Yeah.
flatten your slabs. Like, it's almost like you're like, it almost feels like the CanCam CNC makes you almost like a trusted, valuable resource,
It's
right?
not, yeah, it's not like can. It's like can, That's what it's more like. That's why I bought
Yeah.
it. More or less, it was like, wow, that name rings. Is
Can
can.
yeah,
It just fires
yeah.
me up. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, can. That's funny. Yeah, that's yeah. I love that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. That's cool. That's very cool. Hey, so this is a part of the podcast where I give you any marketing and business advice. Is there anything that you need help with, or something that I could give you advice on?
Well, yeah, I would love just a little bit of my story, and if there's anywhere that you felt that you could give me a tune of advice, I would love to have it, because I'm still learning and I would love to learn more.
For sure. I mean, what's a struggle right now? Or what? Give me some direction on how you think I could help.
I mean, not really struggling. It's it's
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, other than like the lack of sleep with the baby, it's awesome in here. It's no struggle. The customers are lenient on me having to work a couple hours a day here right now. So, and they're flooding in, calling about all different types. I got a guy wanting a guitar too. I just did an engraving for like a 12-year-old boy who's doing a fundraiser for mental health, and he's doing a fly fishing engraving. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like it struggles. It's just more or less like maybe shift like load management and how to, yeah, I don't know,
Okay, I got you. I
you
got you.
know.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So here's what you need to do. It's like, you're busy, everything's happening right now. To get to the next level, you're going to need a lot of organization.
Hmm.
And so I don't know if you have a project management tool or a CRM, but having a CRM that will, like, as leads come in, you probably need to the centralized communication, like
Hmm.
how people are contacting you, and having it go all into one spot. Tell me if this is true. You got people texting you, you got DMs, you got Facebook emails, and you got like Facebook messages, you got emails, you got Facebook Marketplace inbox stuff, and everything's coming from all over. Is that right?
That's right, but that's what Jason handles. So he only gets me the people who are like really interested. So it's me more or less handling the people who are absolutely like going forward with these jobs, and how do I, because they're all coming in nearly at the same time. So I guess it's more or less how I manage my time and stuff. So yeah, it's just with the baby, I guess. But
Okay, so being able to, as those come in, to be able to put them all in an organized pipeline, so
right,
that you know what jobs, who, how much money is out there. Because if you're not, you'd be very surprised, as there's probably money out there that you haven't sort of closed on or collected upon,
right, and I
right? And
have
so,
like a
like, being
yeah.
able to
Sorry.
being able to make sure that you have a pipeline, and then, to be able to have a system that, if you, all of your furniture people, if you wanted to just like send them a blast to say, hey, my new Adirondack chair line is coming out, place your order, right? Like,
Totally.
you can text everybody at once, so you can send them all an email. So it kind of sounds like you just need some back office organization, and being able to get a CRM in place, for you to do that. It is very much next level, because and this is how, we help the client go from 7 to 8 figures, strictly by getting all of their customers and their leads in one spot and
Mm-hmm.
managing that workflow. Because again, you want to keep control of your data. You want to know
Absolutely.
how many quotes are out there. And so anyway, that's what I would do. I would look into CRMs. A CRM is I'm just trying to think. I mean, we have a CRM, but then there's other things like Pipedrive and Salesforce and Zoho and
Yeah,
what there's a Monday.com, I think, has a CRM, Active Campaign. There's a whole bunch of, you just need your data in one spot
totally.
and to be able to manage your project. So, anyway, is that helpful?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
right now I'm just doing it old
Yeah.
school
That's
on Docs, Google Docs, and Google Sheets, tracking everything, like everything. So,
for sure.
and everything, not everything is
Yeah.
linked. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty messy.
Yeah. So that's how you start to elevate, is that
Yeah,
you start putting things into systems. So you have you have a system for producing furniture, right? You have a system for flattening slabs. Now you need a system around, your back office project management and your marketing and your sales.
totally. Yeah. Well,
Cool.
that's perfect. Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna get into some CRMs pretty quick here for sure.
Awesome, man. All right. Tell everybody what's your website that's going to be up, and your Instagram.
So Instagram is cread.wood, and the website is just getting built and getting lots of content built over the last little while. So we're going to be throwing that into the website pretty soon that we've been paying lots for. So
What's the website? What's the URL? Because it'll probably be up by the time this comes out. What's gonna
I'll
what's
have
gonna
to
be the
double.
URL?
I think it's going to be Cread Wood, but I'll have to just double check
Okay.
everything once I talk with my website builder here. Yeah, I just kind of left it with him for a
Cool.
second. I
Very
don't know
cool.
exactly where it's at, but yeah, it'll be up at some point.
Awesome, man. Cam, thank you so much for hopping on the podcast. I'm excited to get your story out, and congratulations on your new kid and the business success. That's really
Yeah,
awesome, man.
thank you very much. Okay, take
All
care.
right, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.